Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Jose with Buckhorn Lawn Service again. And what I'm doing tonight is just making a follow-up video to the other video. That one was my experience in working with Lawn Love. That was the first part. This is going to be the second part, obviously. But I just want to kind of continue sharing some of the experiences that I had working with Lawn Love and Lawn Starter. Those are the two ones that I know. I've heard, of course, that Amazon may be offering lawn service through their site here pretty soon. Whether I'll join in on that or not, I'm not sure at this time. I just gotta wait, to see how things develop. But I want to make this real quick. I mean, it's already kind of late at night. I just want to get to bed, so I got to go to work in the morning. But just to continue on, you saw one of the sample lawns that I worked on back in March. That's when that video was shot. Um, so tonight, of course, it's here we are more than halfway through September of 2019. So there was a couple of cons, actually several cons to working with Lawn Love and Lawn Starter. There were just a few pros. Let's see, of which there's really not many. I can't really think of too many pros with Lawn Starter. With Lawn Love, I will give them, I think, two pros. Number one, I did actually genuinely like their app. I thought their app is well designed. When I first joined, it did have a few glitches, but they did work on that. They updated it over some time, and they did fix the glitches. And after that, it was actually pretty good. I really did like it. The second pro that I will give to Lawn Love was their support for the techs out in the field. Uh, Maybe it wasn't lightning fast, but they were at least there for me and they did respond to any inquiries or concerns that I had while I was actually out in the field. And they resolved them pretty quick. Maybe not always to my liking, but I can only ask for so much. Lawn Starter, I can't really give them that. Their app is okay at best. Support for the tech while in the field was abysmally slow. I think only one time I had a concern. I tried to reach them. I don't think I got anything till like way later on. So I can't even remember what happened with that. I didn't stay with Lawn Starter for too long. The cons, unfortunately, are plentiful. The first one is route density. Could not really get route density with either Lawn Love or Lawn Starter. The jobs were scattered all across the city. I mean, it was they were just everywhere. You could ignore them if you wanted to, try and make your own route density, but you might only get one, possibly two jobs in your area, depending on where you live. For where I live and where the jobs were, it just simply was not happening at all. So I took what I could get in order to make some money, and I had a lot of windshield time. A lot of windshield time last year. I tried to improve it a little bit this year, had some success, but not a whole lot. So eventually I did leave. Speaking of money, that's the second con to them. The pay is just, it's poor. It is very poor pay. I was sometimes, just as an example, on some lawns, I was making $20 where I would normally be charging anywhere from either $30 to $35 for it. Sometimes there were large lawns in which I might get paid like 60 some odd dollars and change for probably what should have been maybe easily $100 job. They say in their deal when you sign up that they take, I believe, 20% off the top when the customer contacts them and sets up an appointment. I'm not sure if that's really true. It does seem more like about 30%, 25-30% more is what they seem to take off the top. The third con that I had with Lawn Love, um, you had not always, but a good majority of the time, you just had terrible lawns. You saw in the previous video a sample of that lawn. Imagine like almost every lawn that you sign up to go do that day is like that. I mean, there were lawns that were absolutely horrendous. When I signed up for Lawn Starter, when I went with Lawn Starter, my very first lawn job with them, it was a front and back, which I thought, okay, fine. Unfortunately, I made the mistake of not inspecting the backyard first. That was on me. I mowed the guy's front yard. As soon as I opened the back gate, I realized there was no possible way I could do his backyard. I did not have the equipment at that time to do it. The grass in the corners and against the privacy fence was as tall as the privacy fence, and the weed stalks were probably like as thick as my thumb, or if not even thicker. I mean, it was just ridiculous. The grass was thick. It was very damp from the morning dew. There was just no doing it all. I just couldn't get it done. Customer, of course, didn't like that. Complained to Lawn Starter. Granted, I told them what had happened. Um, but okay, so they only paid me for half of the job since I did do the front. Okay, that was fine. I was good with that. Um, the breaking point was another customer that got upset because he did not clearly define his property lines. I mowed his front, which was huge, by the way, and it's so big that I actually got to use my riding mower on that project. But I only mowed out to where his fence ended, and then cut across the grass and made my square and mowed that perimeter. Well, apparently the grassy area that was past his fence was also still his, of which I did not know because that wasn't annotated anywhere. So that was his. He also did complain that I did not mow the backyard. The reason I did not go into the backyard though was because he had locked the back gates. There was just no way to get in there unless, of course, breaking down the gate, which I wasn't going to do. I did inform Lawn Starter personnel about this, but they still kind of held me to it as if somehow it was my fault. So that left me frustrated and angry with them, and I dropped them right away. Lawn Love, I didn't get angry or frustrated. I was just tired of the of all the windshield time and the low pay and the horrible yards that I was going out to cut for peanuts. I mean, it was terrible. So I dropped them. I focused on trying to get my own clients. I don't have a lot of my own clients, but I am making still a lot more money than I was with Lawn Love and Lawn Starter. So I am not discouraging you from going to work for those companies. I mean, you do what you want to do. I'm just telling you my experience and just giving you a little bit of warning. I mean, I was a brand new guy. I'm still a brand new guy, still a rookie, new in the industry. This is only my second year. I'm creeping up very slowly to my third year, which will be 2020, and we'll see how that goes. But I learned through that experience, that it just wasn't worth it. But I had to get up off the ground somehow, and that was the way to it. So I mean, if paying your dues is 1 year with Lawn Love and Lawn Starter, or in the future Amazon, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do to get into the game. But I mean, sticking with it for the long run, I probably wouldn't do it. But you do what you want to do, guys. I'm just sharing you my experience, my thoughts on it, and let me know down in the comments what you think. Have you worked for Lawn Love, Lawn Starter? Do you plan to go work for Amazon in the near future? I mean, just let me know and put it down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.